At the end of our parsha, two of the segments of the Torah that are in our Teffilin appear at the end of our parsha. The parsha of Kadesh Li Kol Bechol and the parsha of Vayat Kiviacha. And they both include the commandment of Teffilin, Vaya lecha leot al yadcha ulezikaron bein einecha, should be a symbol on your arm and a remembrance between your eyes. And again, Vaya leot al yadcha uletotafot bein einecha, the famous commandments of Teffilin. The question arises, okay, it should be a symbol on your arm, al yadcha, I understand. It's on our arm. But the Torah says, uletotafot bein einecha, between your eyes. Now we know that unlike the Karaites who would actually put the tefillin literally on their nose, between their eyes, the tefillin really are placed at the top of the head, or on the forehead. So why does the Torah define it as bein einecha? Why does the Torah mix us up and tell us something that's not accurate? And I think the answer is very, very simple. The idea of the tefillin is to remind us of what's important, to remind us of the Torah, to remind us of the presence of the Kadosh Baruch Hu and our obligations and our main obligations in life. As the Torah says in the segments of Kriyat Shema that we say every day, my words should be on your heart. How will they be on your heart? If you tie them on your arm or put them if it's on our arm, physically on your arm and your head. The same goes in Parashat Ve'em Shamua. What does that help? Remind ourselves of the third parsha of Kriyat Shema. V'lo taturu, you shall not deviate. Achrei levavchem v'achrei einechem. Do not go after the desires of your heart and after your eyesight, where your eyes take you to the things that aren't so good. And that's why the Torah, by defining, I think that is the answer. The Torah, by defining that the tefillin are there, bein einecha, so literally, physically, they're on the forehead. But conceptually, they're bein einecha. They're reminding us where to have our eyes focused, where to have our mindset, what we should be thinking about, where we should be looking. And that is the goal of tefillin, to help us focus on the right things. So, back in the day, people would wear tefillin all day, and would be memashmesh b'hem kol shah. You would like play around with them all the time, and you can't not feel that they're there. It's like a kippah. If you're 2 seconds without a kippah, you feel something's wrong. I'm missing something. So the same would go for the tefillin. And I think it makes us think about what we're handling all day. We have a telephone. I don't know if it's a coincidence that the word telephone and tefillin sound pretty much the same if you switch around the letters a bit. And one is an opposite of the other. We find ourselves handling and looking at a phone so many minutes and hours a day, whereas maybe the alternative should be the tefillin. And even if we don't wear them all day, but that should be our focus. The tefillin of really the words of Hashem should be on our hearts. Our values should be what lead us in what leads us in life, and not the ads that pop up or our feed, but really the words of the Torah. And those values should be what's leading us, and the commandment of the Torah of the Tefillin really tells us about focusing on what's important in life. Shabbat Shalom.